Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Pricey here, and I'm back with some more World of Tanks footage for you today. And today we're going to be looking at a round from Tank Destroyer 642 in his E75 Tier 9 German heavy tank. As you can see, we're on Fisherman's Bay. He's in a Tier 9 platoon. He has a friend with him, and he's in an E75, and also another platoon mate who is in a E50. Like good, well-armoured heavy tanks that they are going to head down to the village, see what they can do, and let's see how this game goes. I have pre-watched this game, and I know it's a real good one. I wanted to upload this, not just because of the monster amount of damage that ends up getting done, but it's a real heartbreak game. And not only that, I see a lot of Tank Destroyer, see a lot of myself in Tank Destroyer in the way that he plays. He's a good aggressive player that's always looking to take a position and, you know, sort of win position, move forward, dig in, sort of aggress from there, then push forward again. He's always looking to get up in people's faces, and I really like that about this replay. It just goes to show there's no camping in this game whatsoever. It's all hyper aggression right up in people's faces. And then he gets his first hit in there, plants a hit into a E75 on the enemy team. I think he's recognised the fact the E75 on the enemy team is running the stock turret, which means he's basically the top half of his tank is extremely easy to penetrate. So as long as he can hit his turret, it's pretty much going to go in. I think it's just the stock turret. I think it's the Tiger 2 turret. So pretty easy for an E75 to put a shot straight through. You can see he's side scraping on this corner here. This is a favoured place to go. There's no artillery to worry about in the game as well, so that's always a nice surprise. And it is a Tier 9 maximum game, so it looks pretty damn good. But we'll have to see how it's going to go for the rest of the team, because it's 0-1 already. And we'll have to see how that left and flank goes, the 1-2 line. And that was beautiful. Did you see that? On the move, fires, hits an A44 and just ammo wrecks him. Blows his head right off. I think his head come off a little bit, so we'll have to pass him some duct tape so he can stick that back on. But yeah, A44, not at all a ammo rack on tracks, people. That doesn't happen to them very often. Oh wait, yes it does, quite a lot. So now he's proceeding to side scrape another corner. E75 on the enemy team gets a shot into him. He's the one with the stock turret, but he backs away. And Tank Destroyer thinks, yeah, I'm not going to get a lot done on this corner. I'll roll on. Let's see where else I can go. So he's got one kill, 1628 damage done. Comes to this corner up here. Now this looks like a much more exciting prospect. Everybody around here has got fairly low caliber guns. We've got another IS-3 with a stock turret. We've got a T-32 who's got the top turret and gun. But it doesn't really matter, it's a T-32. It still only ever gets the T-29's gun, which isn't exactly known for its penetration, and we'll find it very hard to penetrate an E75 at an angle. And there's a Super Pershing, and you can see they're all bouncing on him at the moment, no problem at all. Funny enough, this is another replay to highlight the moment that somebody loads gold. It's actually quite funny. You can see it when the Super Pershing suddenly switches from AP to APCR, because all of a sudden the shots stop bouncing and start going straight in. Not OP at all. So as you can see, he's working over this corner, plants a solid shot into the T-32. Oh, there it is. There's the APCR, and just shoots him. No problem. Can't pen him. Load the APCR. GG. So this guy's got a bit of brains at least anyway. At least you can see he's not going to get any work done without it. The IS-3 is still bouncing off the front of him, but I'm not sure what gun the IS-3's actually got. He has got the stock turret, so I'm not sure if he's got the BL9 Top Gun or whether he's still rolling with the 122mm. I'm not sure. Although the BL9 is a 122mm, it's just not a souped up one. Or is it 130? Not sure, one of the two. But yeah. BL9's a top gun. So he plants another nice meaty shot into the Super Pershing, leaving him on 48 health. Gets a little bit unlucky there, really. He could have one-shot him if he'd have rolled a little higher, but you never get the killing blow when you need it. Comes around the corner, plants another roll into the IS-3. It's now on 5k damage, 1 kill. Unfortunately, time to have a look at the team scoreboard. It's 5 kills for his team and 12 for the enemy team. really not gone well at the mid and the 1, 2, 3 line. And look, here comes some friends that want to play. So he turns around, takes a nice careful aim, third person shot straight through the lower front plate of the enemy E75, gets him out of the way before he starts. He's probably the biggest priority target that came around that corner. Takes another careful aim, puts one through the side of the ISU, but before the ISU gets to fire back at him, his teammate in the IS finishes off the low health ISU, which is actually really, really helpful to him. Everybody else here has got quite low damage pop guns, although they can penetrate him. They can't really do a lot of damage to him quickly, so he's going to really try and make this last bit of health that he's got last as long as he can. The Patton can pen him, but doesn't do a huge amount of damage. The IS-3 is struggling to find a shot because he's got the Patton sort of blocking him. The only thing that's really reliably penetrating him is this Walker Bulldog that's behind him. But that's because he's shooting him in the back. And one by one, he's slowly chewing through all these guys. Oh, the Pershing's back again. The Super Pershing's back now with his APCR. So now he gets his back up against the ISU wreckage to cover his behind from the Super Pershing, kills the Bulldog. So now he's on 4 kills, 7.6k damage. Oh, here comes AMX. Here comes an AMX 5120 who's sad of life and just wants to go back to the garage, so he decides to ram into the back of the E75, which is not a good decision. Finally, he meets his end to a T-34 after bringing the kills back up to 11 to 15 for his team. Now let's have a look at the in-game score screen. And here we are at the in-game score screen for Tank Destroyer 642's round in the E75 on Fisherman's Bay. As you can see, that was an ace tanker that game for him on a defeat. Bit of a heartbreak game. And along the way, he also picks himself up a high caliber. And rightly so. Let's have a quick flick over to the team score page and we'll see how that all came together for him. So here we are, team score page. That was a whopping 1,517 base experience from a defeat. Bear that in mind for him. Although he did pick up the Courageous Resistance there for picking up the High Caliber Award and did a whopping 7,645 damage to the enemy team. Pretty much was a one-man army there. Got a little bit of support from his platoon mates who also finished 2nd and 3rd on experience. So shout out to them. But really, it was all about Tank Destroyer 642 that game. He went on a bit of a rampage, and if the rest of his team could have done a little bit more and were a little bit better, then that most certainly would have been a win. But a real heartbreak for him, but he still picks up his mastery, so congratulations, sir. Now if we flick over to the detailed report, you can see that game the RNG was definitely with him, although the team wasn't. He fired 15, out of the 15 he fired he hit 15. And he penned 14 of those shots, so a really good ratio there. And that gave him his 7.6k damage. He received 39 hits that game, and only 18 of those penetrated. But bear in mind, penetrating hits are also counted as shots that go into your tracks and don't do damage anyway. And 21 of those shots didn't pen, which gave him a total of 6,620 damage blocked by armour. And bear in mind, people, that's not the potential damage received, which is also counts shots that actually take HP away from your tank and shots that go into your tracks for 0 damage. That's just purely the amount of damage that bounced off of his armour. He spotted 3 enemies, he damaged 9 and he destroyed 5 and did almost 900 assistance damage. So a really great round despite it being a defeat. He wasn't running a premium account by the looks of it at that point, but he still made himself 80,000 base credits, and even after ammunition and repairs to the vehicle deductions, still made a healthy tier 9 profit of 46,500 credits from a defeat. That is pretty amazing. So, I hope you enjoyed this replay. I certainly did. I really thoroughly enjoyed watching this game. It's a man after my own heart, playing tanks the way that he wants to play it. Totally understand, always wanting to get forward, always wanting to be aggressive and do that damage. Sometimes it gets you killed, but other times if you can make that style work and you've got a bit of luck on your team, you can get some really wondrous games. So thank you very much, Tank Destroyer 642, for sending that in. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope everybody out there who is watching enjoyed the replay as well. As always, if you did enjoy the replay, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Also, if you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, this is a subscriber replay that I've just finished looking at. So if you subscribe to the channel and you get a really great replay, you can always send that in to me. Details are on my YouTube channel, and potentially in the future I could be casting one of your replays. Anyway, as always, I've been Pricey. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and I'll see you on the next one.